Twin flame muse, where do you hide? In the stars or the ocean tide? Twin flame muse, you burn my skies. A spark that lives, a love that dies. You're the echo in my hollow bones, a Gemini wing that chills my soul. I chase your shadow across the plains, an endless circle, we're bound in chains, but the fire won't fade.
Hey, welcome. How you guys doing? This is Cosmic Boogeyman. We are back with another live edition of Tarot. Yeah, I have it set to donation only. I'm only on here for a little while today. I'm just hanging out. Officially, I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, for free tarot. But if you're looking to donate, I'm here. I'm hanging out. I'm just working on some content. I think I'll talk to you guys, hang out, be available. You know what I'm saying? Make this a working lunch, as I would call it. I appreciate you. I really do. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're interested, let me know. Donations only just to start. And I'll be back. I'm actually trying to work something out to be back on live later tonight. We'll see what I can do. But something a little different, brand new. Working on that now. Thank you. Ethereal, how are you? Sent you guys a message in Discord. So if you guys are interested, let me know. But I'm looking to come back later. And I have this whole new setup ready to go. It is fire. Let me, like Cosmic's Corner is ready to go. I'm going to show you guys. This is what it's going to look like for you. Like, you ready? It's going to look like that. Like, that's what's going to come up on the screen when we're back. Like, when I come back with Cosmic's Corner. And it has the Discord overlays in there. It's going to be really, really cool. So I've been working. Like, I always work on the channel. That's a one constant. I have to make sure I'm getting better. Till I say, yeah, you know what? Can I do anything else? But there's always something fun. If you're a creative person, you love creativity, find that thing that makes you embrace that creativity. Find that thing that makes you feel as though you're working towards a better version of yourself. I do appreciate you guys, but the reason I'm just taking some time hanging out here, and I want to make sure you guys are aware that I definitely appreciate you taking some time to hang, because we have that 100,000 subscriber mark hitting right there. I would love to be on live when it happens. It's the inner child in me. I'll be quite honest with you guys. It's that little inner child in me that's trusting without the negotiation, saying, I got it, universe. I know it's coming. I would love for it to be on 8/8. I think that would be absolutely on. That'd be fire if this happened on 8/8. But I'm not trying to make it happen. I'm trying to let it happen, let it grow, let it build, let it breathe, let it feel. Let it feel as though it's happened. It's fresh energy. It's good energy. It's inventive energy. But that's what it is. That's what I appreciate. I appreciate you guys being on here. Yeah, I'll be on here for a little bit. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna hang on. I'm only on here just kind of working on some side stuff. So what I'm doing is, in the background here, I'm actually working on some content stuff. But I'm here. I'm just hanging out. I figure I'll talk to you guys while I'm working. How fun is that? Like, I said, you know, why didn't I just think about this? That you guys could hang out, we could talk, we could chat. I could let you know a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes here. But, you know, it's that moment, like, you recognize something. It's your intuition over that daily noise. That's this. So I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to go live. I appreciate you guys for being there. I want to let you know that this is one of those things that I'm definitely interested in looking at, but not a permanent. This would not be a permanent donation only channel at all. Never would that be the case. I want to let you guys know that's what I appreciate, is because when you guys do the donations, it just helps the energy. It helps boost the energy, helps the exchange. That I do appreciate. So as you guys know, when we're getting set up here, I'm going to be also working in the background, so I'm not trying to ignore you per se. So if it seems like I lose train of thought, it's because I'm also doing some content work, like working on putting shorts up, getting short content together. And I usually just sit here for a couple hours, and I said, you know what would be the difference if I could just turn that camera on and let you guys be part of the process. Let me help you manifest. Let you help yourselves see the manifestation that you have coming in. That's the stuff. I sit here and I do a lot of self-reflection. I really, 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 really do. Thank you, guys. Great. Thank you, Tiger. How are you? I appreciate you. All right, guys. So what I have set up is I just have it set to donation only today. So if you look at it, one of the things I'm looking for, it's $10 gets you the 3 cards. 20 gets you the 9. It's actually going to probably be more than 9, I'll be honest. Once I'm in there, I start to really look. The only reason I did not say, like, you know, more money after 20 is because I'll read anyway. Like, I'll be honest, after I get to the 20, I'm just going to keep reading because I get curious. I love reading into your lives. You guys have no idea how fascinated I am. Because when I'm in there, when I'm with you, I see this energy, I connect, I feel you. You know I'm there. There's a moment you connect and we feel connected, and it's almost like it's forgiveness, saying, hey, I'm sorry for what we did what I did to you in past lives. Allow me to say I'm sorry. And that's what this is. I show up. I'm showing up as I am. This is who I am. Like, this is me. If you know me, you know me. But I look at you in a lot of different ways because many people overthink or overlook, unfortunately, that earth sign element. So when I start working on things like I start working on the zodiac, or I work on even the spiritual side of things, when I work on even beyond the veil, I look at those signs and I take them very seriously. If you're a fire sign, congratulations, because I do respect you. Earth, you're the reason I stay grounded. The air signs, I love air signs. You know why? It's my team. It's my home team, baby. Like, as an Aquarius and a Libra moon, that's my home team. So what I look for is that I look for that depth, that you Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you know what I'm talking about. You can ask a question, you'll sit there, think, contemplate, and then come back with the most profound answers. Because you're here nourishing your soul, your spirit, your inspiration. And it's not just me, it's others, it's everybody. It's a lot of people. I appreciate you guys to take that time to see you, to take a moment to look in the mirror and recognize who you are and how amazing you are. You really, really are great. That inner child, the inner child has been shut down way too often, way too long, and we don't want to do that anymore. We want to keep this energy boosted, running high, and in charge. That inner child is real. Tell you a story, real quick story. I was actually I was working on content a couple years ago, and I started crying because we were talking about my nephew and I. He's about half my age. And we were talking. We had this thing where we were on content. We were actually chatting, and you saw it. I literally started crying on the camera. It was crazy, because we just started talking about the inner child. It's that moment when someone says, "What is it you need?" Everyone's like, "I'm good. I'm good." No. What is it you need? What is it you really need? What is it the thing that you want to have? Not material. Do not think material. Do not think money. If you want money, go buy some XRP. Wink, wink. Yeah, go take a look. The thing recovered. People are like, I'm selling. It's dropped to 260. Money's irrelevant. Like, honestly, money can be made any which way, right? Think about it. You put on Facebook, hey, I'm looking to make a couple extra bucks. Anyone know anything? Boom, done. That's the thing. But money is a construct. It's one of those things that tries to control us, and that's not going to happen anymore. No more. You're controlling your future. You manifest, you create, you build. I promise you. I absolutely pinky swear. This is the same thing I tell my kids at school. I say, guys, this is you. You make the decision, you make that choice, and then you follow through with the choice. That's how it's very simple, very simple. But when I look at that inner child, I look at it like, why is it coming in? Why do I get messages? Why do you have that feeling, the inner child feeling, like the nurturing, right? And some of us have very broken inner children. Like, and that's why I'm here. And it's a wonderful thing. If I asked you guys, if I said, how many of you faced abuse? Doesn't matter what type. I'm just saying abuse. If it's abuse to you, it's abuse. If you feel like you're abused, that's an inner child. That's it. That's that moment you say, hey, this is what happened. Is it? Are you telling the truth? Are you fabricating? No. You're carrying that wound. Like, and then it gets bigger and worse as you get older, because the adults will do it to each other, and they take that inner child and turn it against others. That one that's trauma, that's hurt, that's broken. That's not it. That's not magical. There's no energy in there that's angelic. It's like you're building a fort and saying, "Come at me." My inner child will attack you first. That's not fun. No one laughs at that. You know what I see when I see that? I want to give someone a hug. I want to say, hey, come here. And I give them a hug. Because that's it. It's nothing intimate. It's more connected in the soul level, saying, I know you're just trying to paint your own clouds in your universe. You're trying to see what the clouds have to say. That's what it is. The reason I'm trying to be here is not to just be something else. I just am. There's no reason behind me online. You guys would ask and say, well, what are you doing? You know, it's not about the money. It's not about me. It's not about us. It's about, this is a purpose that I've been designed or pushed to do by my guides. Why am I here? I am because I was told to be here. Like, that's how it works. You don't have to be serious all the time. You'll hear me giggle, hear me chuckle. I love jokes. Don't get near me. I will tickle the hell out of you. Like, really. But that's true. Like, I enjoy that energy. I love that, like, that whoa, you know, and not torturing you with tickling. I'm talking about just being playful, because that playfulness is healing. That playfulness is fun. Let's get our inner children together and have them hang out and talk. Let's see how that would operate. Whoa, right? Because you would definitely be like, I would never forget that moment. The moment we let our inner children just have a conversation. And many of us do. And if you talk to me, and if you're able to have that deep, deep, deep conversation with me, if you've ever been able to have that moment to pin me down for a few minutes, you'll hear it. The inner child's in there. My inner child's not silent anymore. I let it speak loud and clear. I let it talk. I let it be. Because I hid it. I hid it for years. We all hide it. Even the current energy. That inner child doesn't just grow up. It's always there. It's that little piece of you. That's the childlike mindset. That's the growth mindset that anything's possible. I could be an astronaut. I could be a princess. I could be a captain of industry. I could be a wonderful parent. That's your inner child. All we have to do, and it's very simple. You guys ready for this? All we have to do is just thank that inner child and just say, if you ever hear me say, I appreciate you, that's legitimate. That's honest feeling. If I say I'm proud of you, it's because I am proud of you. I don't waste those words. If I call you beautiful, it's not necessarily, I'm sorry, you people who are all gorgeous and think it's just about your external, and it's not. When I say beautiful, I'm talking inside out. Your soul is beautiful, which then makes your personality more beautiful, which then does what? It makes you more beautiful. The physicality goes along with that. I would rather date someone who has inner beauty and trying to find themselves than date the most gorgeous woman in the world. Why? Because I need depth. I don't need shallow. I need connection. I need long term. I need to understand what this means. I need to communicate. That's what it is. When we are in love with that energy, you're loving yourself. What are we doing? We're loving our inner child. That's what it is. So when I'm proud of you, I am proud of you. Because we're not broken. You're not broken. I'm not broken. Nobody's broken. We're all repairable. I promise you. The most broken people in the world would tell you. I know a couple people, if I had them come on and talk, maybe I will, I'll have them tell you how they started out. And this is not a me versus you at all. No. This is your inner child getting a chance to have a platform to say what it has to say. And that's why I'm looking at doing Cosmic's Corner, getting to that energy where I can connect with you guys. You guys can have your voice, have your moment. And that's why Discord is going to be very paramount for this process. If you're looking to possibly be on Cosmic's Corner, make yourself known. Make yourself get onto Discord, get in there. And that's the goal. First couple episodes out with Cosmic's Corner that's going to be coming out, it's going to have just me and a couple of moderators because they are very deep. And then we'll open it up. I don't want to have more than 2 or 3, 4 people, one being the moderator at most. I don't want this to become overwhelming because it's about you becoming. It's about your patience. It's about the energy that comes along with this. It's that moment of sense of who you are, because you want to believe in happy endings, and so don't I, right? That's the beauty in the whole situation, because once we start painting those clouds and we grab our color palette, we say, wow, the world is very, very vibrant. And that's what I believe. I believe in those wishes. I believe in that moment that every stuffed animal had a soul, right? And that's the funny thing, because when we look at those stuffed animals, we say, is it alive? Ask the child. Ask the little child who has a doll. And they're like 5, 6, 7 years old. And then say, give it to me. They're going to say, no, that's their baby. And that's a monstrous act. That's the thing, is when the monsters are under the bed, are they real or fake? But what are they really? It's the fear of the monster. It's the fear of what's under there. It's more than the monster. It's the fear. Are you present? Are you there? Are you noble enough to take that stand and say, I got you? because many people dream of flying. Many people dream of the connections, that inner child energy, right? The imaginary friends. How many of you had imaginary friends? Hit me up in comments. Hit the like button if you had one imaginary friend growing up, you know? And how many of you had an imaginary friend? I had two. And I remember this. And I was super young. It was about the time when I said, I'm not from here. It was when I was really young. I was probably maybe first grade, and I started to realize something else is here. And these two imaginary friends were past life soulmates. Now at this age, I realized way back then what that was. They were coming through to say hello. You made it. You're doing great. We're still with you. It was two friends, and that's usually what it is. That imaginary friend isn't imaginary at all. It's a soul. It lives on the other side. It's there. It's existing with you. We've had negatives. How many of you guys seen the movie, the TikTok? There's a child, a little girl, and she's playing with an imaginary friend. It's literally, it becomes a spirit or some kind of thing. But it wasn't. She's literally talking to it, and you can hear her responding as though it's answering her. She can hear it. They can hear it. And they're like, no, you're just playing. And then they put up video cameras in her room, and then you saw the result. So do yourself a favor, look it up. I'll see if I can find the video. I'll share it with you if I find it. But it's that moment that the child doesn't believe anything, believes anything is possible. Imaginary friends are real. And that brings in what? Those past life partners, the past life spirits. It brings carefully, it could bring in the negative energy. So we have to be careful. But one of those things is we have to remember, with that silence that we went through, the silence that we feel, we're missing them, connecting to them, the past life partner, spouse, child, parent. It carries over. If you lost a parent in this life, if you lost a family member, if you lost a child, God forbid, if you did, ask yourself, are they really gone? Is this person you lost that you cared so much about really, really gone? What is it? Is it the crying that covers it? Is it the hiding your feelings? We're going to stop pretending. We're going to open up to this. We're going to let people know this is who I am. If you want to hurt me, that's your choice, but you live with that pain. You have to live with the pain that you caused. I'll let you hurt me as much as it makes you feel good. But I'm deeply aware of the pain that gets put out there. I'm deeply aware of the root of that creativity that comes from that pain. Because I live where light begins. I live in that energy. I welcome darkness because I can tell it. I can see it. I can communicate. I understand it. The voice behind your intuition, that other energy, that voice in your head, it knows how to heal. It knows the truth before you can even say it. I do appreciate you guys. I hope this is, I hope you guys are having some good times today. I hope you guys are doing really well. I do think about you. I do think about you often. Don't make a big deal about it because it's a little creepy. But no, I don't. So I'm just here working on some content. And at the same time, I figure I'll just chat with you guys, see what's up, see what's going on. If you're looking for a reading, it's $10 donation jumps up. And I'll be back tomorrow with free readings. So it's a thing that I'm just, like I said, I appreciate you guys taking your time to spend it with me. You could be doing anything in the world, and this is where you choose. That tells us something. That tells us a lot of something. Because you've been taught patience, pause. Because to be impatient is simply breathing, really. And when we talk, my voice might remind you of some peace, some place, some time, some other echo. Because this connection that I get to the conduit, as I call the source, the 6 tarot card system, that's helpful. Because it overlays everything for us. The more you forgive, you know what? The more it's like the more your beauty will shine through. And that's what I look for, because you have to embody that moment, that fluid poetry that you represent. Because when I read you, see you, when I connect to you, when I even watch you operate, that's me realizing that there is something more happening here. You're the seed, you're the garden. You are the result of the hard work. Do not put yourself down. Never ever put yourself in that place where you feel like you aren't enough. That self-disbelief, like if that comes in, talk to me. Come in, let me read you. I promise you, we'll dissolve that like mist, that overthinking. How many of you overthinkers are out there? How many of you overthinkers overthink? I cultivate the stillness. I cultivate the peace, the mind, because it is a wonderful place once you can make that pilgrimage to another through that wonderful, wonderful energy of yours. and it turns into what we would call a conversation. How many of you had a deep conversation with somebody? How many would you love to have a conversation with just me, just us hanging out, talking? Wouldn't that be wonderful? That vulnerability, that ancient art of connection. That's the embrace. That's the moment. That's where we try to connect and see what this means. You inspire people every single day, and they can't bring themselves to say thank you, but I'll do it for them. I'll let you know when I see that energy. They see you, they recognize you, but maybe they don't introduce themselves. Maybe they are living in what I would consider that worst case scenario, doubt. But you know what outlives doubt? Love. It's proof. It's proof that your presence matters. It's proof that you stand, your connections are authentic, and you magnetize. How else? How else can we put that out there? The intuition, it threads through conversations like golden, I would say, seams, because when we're going through it, you can see it. You can see what's holding this together. Not me, not you, not us, but the collective us, the we, the collective consciousness, the cosmic collective. Why you show up, why you're here. It makes me understand that your presence matters. You've been recognized, you've been seen. I do appreciate this. This is the thing I see for you guys going into that next evolution is you're looking for more. How many of you actually are looking for way more? Hit that like button, let me know, because if you're looking for more, you're looking to connect to something more, let me know. It's all good. As I'm working on this content here, let me see. Oh, yeah, I was working on this earlier. You ever see me post a question in Discord? If you have, let me know. But when I'm working on content, I get these really crazy deep questions that come through, like, how do you know it's time to release a pattern? How do you know it's something that kept you once safe and you have to release it now? It's that beautiful risk that comes along, right? And so when you see me ask those questions, I'm genuinely curious about you guys. Don't think I'm not. Don't think I'm just putting it out there just to put it out there. I am. I'm genuinely curious. So when you guys are answering, and we have like Chan Lee and Brent Duska and it was Antonella, and we have Phoenix, and we have you guys out there, and you're putting that energy out there, and then you have the depth and the understanding of what scarring and pain means, right, Tiger? Right? That influences your waking decisions. But the message that hides underneath that is you're connected. Do you understand you have intuition? You have the ability to read and speak to the universe, unlike others. This is not normal. This is not a normal thing that people just walk around and have. Claim that, it's like claim that energy because you want it to be part of what you want to become, not because you're fearing the transformation, because it's so exciting. And what are you gonna? No, lean in closer. God damn it, get in there and jump in the pool. How do you measure? How do you measure even just a meaningful day to you? What's the thing you say? Okay, this was a good day, right? Did you let your soul speak? Did you let your creativity pop? Did you let your idea of who you wanted to be become? Some of us are followers, some of us are leaders, and some of us are just what I call the lone wolf. But when's the last time you gave yourself compassion and you became first? You felt yourself in this moment of feels like a revolutionary act. How dare I put myself first, right? That's crazy, but it's also amazing to see that you guys are doing this. It's more than transplanting. It's like you're transplanting, moving, going. It's almost like you're translating what pain into power if we look at it in that magnitude. And that's why I look for you guys, because you matter to me. You all have mattered to me. All right, guys, let me just get a sip here as I keep going.
I navigate my path with confidence and clarity. I am a vessel of infinite wisdom.
I'll tell you what, we can you know what, let's read for Tiger, because Tiger donated 5, right? Let's read for Tiger. I bet you Tiger would have a really good reading. Let's pull 15 while I'll take a break here and I'm getting a sip of some iced tea. Tiger, what do you think? Yeah, I know there's a few. If it gets to 25 at any point, I love you too, Ethereal. I'm very proud of you. Mm-hmm. When it gets to 25 viewers, this is for my moderators too. Hit me up. Let me know. You actually have permission. I think you have access to. You guys could kick off the raffle. If you ever see it hit 25 concurrent viewers, bang, fire off a raffle. 30 minutes. Yeah. Doesn't matter, T-shirt or what. And that's what I'm eventually going to get to. Whenever I'm live, I'll be raffling. That's my goal here as I move forward into the next 6 months. And I've tested it out. It works out great. I have the whole online readings things locked down. It's amazing. I look at a lot of how I compare myself to others, and I don't like doing it. But I look at the professionals, the ones who put this together, and I say, how are they doing it, and what are they doing right? That's what it is. I really, really appreciate that moment of seeing someone else's work and saying, it's amazing. And I teach the 6th graders, and we work on this thing called Project Lead the Way. I don't know if any of you are familiar. The whole concept of it is the first project they work alone, and going forward, it's okay to steal ideas. I don't know if that makes sense, because when you're stealing ideas, it's you're borrowing that idea, and everyone gets nervous. Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm like, literally, look at all of the content that is in social media. Look at all the products. You don't think Apple and Microsoft stole from each other? Who else stole from them? Google. But we have a better society because they're taking those ideas and running with them, right? The smallest of things. You know who made the tablet first? The desktop, the tablet, the iPad? Who made the iPad first? Not the iPad, but the tablet idea. It was actually Microsoft. Crazy enough, they were way ahead of their time. Who came out? Who rocked it? Apple. They destroyed the market. Once the iPads came out, it was all different. The world changed as we know it. All right, let's read. Hey, let's read for Tiger. Tiger, hey, if Josh is next door, let's read for him. Let's see what comes out of this. Josh is the friend, right? He's your ex, but he's a friend now, from what I understand. Pick a deck. Pick a deck here. I love you too, Earth Angel. Thank you. Yeah. The iPod Shuffle, I had like the original iPod. I actually have, it's probably a 2nd or 3rd generation still. I have it. I haven't messed with it yet. Jake is Josh's friend. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Pick a deck here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Let's see what you get. Let's see what pops here. Take a moment. Yeah, Earth Angel, you might actually enjoy Ethereal stream. They had the drum up last night. Oh my lord, that was awesome. Did you just get that drum? That was so cool. Because I was actually, I took time last night. I was actually watching a movie. I didn't watch a movie. And I'm like, what can I watch? What's a good movie? You know? And so what I said, and I look for movies that they give you the feels. Make you, like Good Will Hunting, right? That kind of movie. Makes you realize who you are. Yeah, people loved it. It was good. All right, let's see here, Target. Let's take a look. Let's see what you have. But if you guys are around later, and we could, I was thinking maybe around 6, 7, we go on for a little bit, maybe an hour or two, and just chat. And it would no donations, nothing like that. It would just be us going online. If you're around Brenduska, Ethereal, I know Tage isn't here right now, but we can reach out to them and then see if we can get you guys on. If you can't, you can't. No big deal. I'm just test driving it. I want to basically get it. I'm you know what? I'm kind of that person. It's like, I don't give a damn. Let's do it. So I want to make sure if that's going to help people, then let's do it. That's the way I look at it. Tiger, this is for you. Let's see here. Tiger's tingly. Tingly's good. Oh, there's the ending. Yeah. Gemini heartbreak, right? It hurt. It hurt somebody. It definitely hurt somebody. I don't know who it was, either you or them. There's the travel. Yes, they are next door. They traveled to come near you. Like, there's two ancient energies. You and this other person, or you and somebody else travel. It could be Jake. It could be this. Was Josh? Is the other one? I think he said. Was it? Is it? Yeah. But there's definitely an angelic source here. There's the justice. They can't get away from you. Literally, physically, can't get away from you. You don't think that matters? You don't think they're around? You don't think they're next door because you're there? Yeah, they are. Yeah. They feel you. They know you're there. Right? This is good. This is good energy. You are in control. You know exactly what your guides are telling me. This is a wish granted. And it's not just that they're a wish. It's more like you're in alignment. Angelic energy, right? Because we always get into your energy, and I always pull some dark energy out here first, and then look at what comes out. Switthrow, your duality. This is completion. You'll be very happy to know they want to be with you. They definitely do. They're over there. This is not like, oh, but what a coincidence. Yeah, see? Sneaky. Yeah. They're over there on purpose. They're hoping you will just come and knock on the door and say, come over. Hey, how are you? Look at the blockage. So one or both of you is blocking. I'd say one of you is blocking the connection, blocking the energy, the feelings, the moment of clarity. See the card just jump? You see that jump out of my hand? Tower moment, anybody? The reason is you guys have been connected long. This is your only T-stain tarot. This is like an old energy. Like you and this Josh is real. Like that's absolutely, you're both going through it. You feel you're equal. Whatever you feel is what they feel. I think you're picking up on their energy. You trying to walk? Are you trying to be sexy in your own home? Are you trying to be sexy, like trying to draw their energy in? Like I double dog dare you to look at me. What is this? Look at this. Yeah, they want to come over. They want to come to you. Look at, boom, boom, boom. Their completion. This is like someone you had not one but many more. I'm gonna ask this straight up. How many past lives are we talking with this guy? This is like, look at, this is many. Look at, this is like you were in every life together. Like that's kind of, there's no number here. There's no Roman numeral here. This is angelically touched. That's the stability. That's the patience. They are patiently waiting you. They patiently want to see you. They're not trying to push you. They try to be there for you. They want to make sure you are comfortable. You have to understand you're desired. You're absolutely wanted. And that's what this is. The alignment matches. Look, I'm telling you, it's reverse. It's the same thing. This isn't little birdie's telling you there's an angel playing a part. They're over there because an angel has influence. Makes them go over there. Look, life lesson. They can't get away from you. They can't get away from you. You're the desire that they always think about. They would never quite admit it to you. I don't know why they would even think to admit it to you, because it would be crazy. Yeah, there's the passion. They want to come over and kiss you. They want to come over and just give you a big kiss. That's what I'm saying. They feel we'll call it the tension that you guys have with each other. You both miss each other. There's been no way to replace either one of you, and you both know it. And you're like, how do I do that? I feel. You made me feel like something I've never felt before. How are you guys doing? How's things going? I'm actually just working on some stuff. Thank you for the donations. I'm just working on a couple things. And I said, I'll turn the camera on. I'll go to donation only. I'm not really trying to get busy here because I'll be back tomorrow. But I am available. Like I'm just making myself. I literally flip the camera on so you guys can have time to like hang out with me. But yeah, you're just hanging out with me while I'm working. How fun is that? We're like coworkers. Hey Jasmine, how are you? Yeah, no, I'll be back tomorrow for free readings. This is for donations only right now. Thank you though. But yeah, you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow. I'll be back. I'm just technically kind of working on the side here. Yeah, no worries. I'll get to you though. I can't do it right now. Unfortunately. But I do appreciate you hanging out. What was I saying before I started reading? Oh, the golden seam. That's right. Yes. Because your threads, the conversations, those things, the golden seam, you're the thing that binds the relationship. Do you understand? It's very hard for many of you. How tiring is it for you? to hold a relationship together constantly. But you're igniting some dormant feelings, some talent, some energy, some basically encouragement. When you meet the right person, they encourage you. They tell you you're good. It's not you're perfect or you're beautiful and walk away. There's authentic communication that happens. I can feel it with many of you guys who are trying to connect to me. I love the energy. I love how you're opening yourselves up. Your hearts are beaming bright, because that joy is it's essentially the dance. We chase it, we want it, we love it, the happiness, the laughter. But your courage is what really makes this possible. That's what really helps this whole thing manifest, grow, bloom. And that's why it's louder than fear. You guys are afraid things happen, and you're like, and how many of you mama bears out there are like, you won't do that again, and you turn your mama bear on for somebody else, like your youngins. But what about you? What about when you have to mama bear yourself? Who mama bears for you? Is it Papa Bear? What is it that happens? Is you turn Papa Bear for yourself and protect you? Or do you turn inward? Do you hide? Do you quietly hide because it's fear? It's that moment of unknown, quiet remorse. Because it's that inner child could be saying, hey, come play with me. I don't know how to ask. How many times when you guys were kids, you were like, I want to go play with people, and you didn't know those kids or whoever they were, and it was as simple as saying, hey, I'm so-and-so. Can I play? They're like, yeah, we love this. The more the merrier. Most people with the good intentions, they will really help themselves become better people. That's what it is. And when this happens, you're no longer holding your breath when people argue. You're pausing. You're taking a moment to cry and let yourself understand what that means. What you realized or thought was your fault, it's not. I know it feels like it, but it's not. Things happen all the time. And that's why it is. And sometimes when it's real raw, real powerful, painful, you wish you could just disappear. But that's not living. Disappearing is not living. Feeling safe, being part of something, that's real. But who makes you feel safer than you? Be honest. You're safe. It's the external world that tries to portray this negativity on you. And that's all we try to tell you, is because the world, where we find joy, we find pain. They both go together, and that's no way around it. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. Because I'm trying to think of the way to put this. Have you ever been challenged like a mountain of problems, and you looked at it and you're like, wow, these are oof. Treat those obstacles, treat those problems, treat those mountains, those life challenges like unwrapped lessons. After you unwrap the lesson, a wonderful gift comes in, and they're valuable. Like, you could honestly, some of these life lessons, I have seen some amazing things happen. People, I can never find anyone. They get over that life lesson, they're married, have kids. No joke, really. How many times have you guys fought for money, and then you just said, I don't care anymore, and money comes in? Right? Yeah. Because the universe wants you to feel lack, wants you, and not on purpose, but to understand what it means to get. Ever hear that saying, it's better to give than to receive? That statement, everyone hear that? How many guys have heard that? Have you guys heard that before? Let me ask. 1, 2, 3, 4, exactly. Yeah. And the energy that you guys bring in, that energy is very powerful energy. The why do you hide? Why do you run away? Why do you get reserved? What is the reason you guys think it is? Put it in chat. Let me see what you guys think. What do you think it is that you felt like some people stopped loving you? That's not how it works. You don't just turn it off. It's not a switch. It's not like a light switch. When someone's proud of you, and they are, and they want the best for you, they do. In my existence, the way I operate, I've never wanted ill to anybody, even my exes, even those people, because I really want them to learn and understand what love is. Not like they're not enough, but they're just enough. And that's what it is. People want to not explore. They get caught in that comfort zone. You make me feel so good. I'm sure I do. I can make you feel very comfortable, very calm, very peaceful. But is that living? Being just quiet and hiding and reserved? You know? Let's see. So, All right, guys. This, because the way I see silence, or at least the way I'm interpreting what you're telling me is, it's a form of communication, right? How many of you go silent to tell something? How many of you went quiet just to see if the stars would flicker to respond? How many of you went quiet because you felt like, you just needed time? Not that you were unworthy, not that you weren't enough, but you just needed time. Maybe build up strength to come forward. The universe speaks in pauses. That silence means a whole lot more than you realize. Think about the distance. The distance reveals what's true. I've had people move away and come back, and I'm like, I hug them goodbye. I'm gonna miss you. Oh my God, you're the best thing. I love you. Yeah, I could never live without you. Move away. Boom. Move back 2 years later, right? You think they're gone, but they're not gone. It's the universe bringing you in. You get tested constantly in every relationship you're in. I'm sorry to tell you, it's true. I don't care who you think you are. The universe will absolutely test you because you're different. You're divine and you're powerful. But you have to understand, not all connections need words to survive. Some of that silence speaks volumes. Think about a lover's silence. Like if you have a lover and they went silent on you, does it mean it's rejection? Does it mean they're being transformed? You're transformed? Is it a protective measure? Sometimes. But imagine you felt more than you could say. How many of you get into that place? Like, I want to say it, but I just don't know what to say. It's so overwhelming. The power's there. I'm reading your comments. Hermit mode has been activated, LOL. Yeah, that's true. That's about true. That's funny. And it's true, yeah. And you'll hear me mention hermit mode. You'll hear me when I start talking about the tarot cards. You'll hear me throw like one-word answers, right? The Knight of Pentacles. What do I call it? It's a Virgo energy, hermit energy. 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. Completion. Literally, wealth is at your fingertips. But what does it mean? It means the Knight of Pentacles is the dark horse candidate. The one person that like, oh, I never expected you to be this great. Yup, because I'm a Virgo. Get out of my face. It's that energy. Capricorns, how about the Queen of Pentacles? If you ever look at the Queen of Pentacles card, let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can get lucky enough. Well, there's the Knight of Wands. Let's see. Look at this. Look, tell me that's not a sign from the universe. I will actually, I can read cards like that. There's a Gemini. Love that. Love that. Hey, get back here, bro. Where's it? The one time I want it. Well, I'll also use that for Capricorn energy, but let me see if I can find it for you guys. We have that one too. All right. I don't know if it's in here. I'm not feeling it. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, a lot of lover Gemini energy in here. A lot of vulnerability, intuition, passion. Look at this. Yeah. Is she not in here? Another lover's card. Wow. Past life, marriage, source underneath it all. Yeah, there's not one Queen of Pentacles in that whole pile. That's crazy. Anyway, the point I was getting at with the Queen of Pentacles, if you ever look at the Queen of Pentacles, there's a lot going on. There's a little rabbit hiding in there. And that Queen of Pentacles in the little corner down here, like there's an animal here. See the cat? So that tells us, if you look at the King of Wands, there's a lizard. If you look at the Capricorn card, the Queen of Pentacles, there's a little rabbit. You ever talk about the King of Cups? What's in there? The Leviathan. That sacred energy, that powerful sacred energy. Source, as some people would call it. But those souls, that energy loves you in secret. You notice how they're not the same. There's a lot of animal interaction in these cups. Page of Cups even. Like if you look at those, you see like there's a fish. They're talking to a fish. A lot of animal activity that happens in here. We talk to the animals. That's the point. And what happens when you talk to an animal? Communication. Do they answer? No. It's communication breakdown. That's the silence. That's that moment of absence. That's that moment of I know. I just know. You don't think I know what my cats, my girls are saying? When my ladies are hungry, they let me know. They come up. They say, we're hungry. I said, I got you, girl. What you want? I said, you want... I make them like a little special meal. But the point is, I know they appreciate it. They're not telling me, they're not walking up to me saying, meow, 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 meow. No. They come up and it's the reaction that you get out of it, the way they interact. Like when I fall asleep and all of a sudden I look and the cat's in my arm. That kind of stuff. That's magical. because what it is like I'll do special things for them. I talk to them and I know their souls. I know they have a soul in there. What animal's soulless? Besides maybe I don't even know. I'm trying to think what's a soulless animal? You can say a jellyfish has no soul? How is it operating? Is it just fun? Those kind of energies put us in this place where we're connecting to more. It's more than us. It's beyond us. It's realizing that this silence has taught you to look beyond that energy that you put out, that frequency that you have. Each and every one of us has our own very own frequency. I appreciate you. I really, really do, guys. The animals will talk to you. If the animals are very friendly with you, that's a good sign. Not just because I'm saying about myself, but I'm saying with others. If I see an animal and their response to the other person, that's a good soul. There's no hiding that. You can't hide it. And animals will be like, hell no, baby, I'm out. And they're going to run. They're going to hide. If you don't like a specific animal, ask why. Ask why it is. I have friends like, I don't like dogs. I'm like, I love every animal. Give me a goddamn chimpanzee. Like, really, I love everything. I would have a pet pig if I could. But my point is, I love animals because I understand that they are living too. They're enjoying and building and growing, and that's their life. So what do we do with that? I love animals. How many of you guys love animals? How many of you care about animals? How many of you would put yourself in the line of an animal saying, I'll give myself up? That's really powerful. It is. What does it say about us? What does it say about you when you're willing to do that? What does it say about you being able to connect to these animals, to become something? So that's the cats. That's why we have the devil in the details. When I start pulling these cards, I start talking about Capricorn or Aquarius. That star card is typically an Aquarius, but it's more than that. It's the star seed card. It also comes up. If I get that, and I get confirmations all the time. If I want the true Aquarius, like this is an Aquarius, it's King of Swords. The star seed means it has Aquarius-like energy. It means your air sign. It means how many of you guys are super spiritual, but you maybe don't even have an air sign in your chart. Nowhere to be seen. Does that make your Sag energy or your Virgo energy or your Cancer energy or Cap energy against other energies? That devil in the details plays a big part. The Leo card with the strength plays a big part. Would you give up Leo's strength for the Pisces intuition, the moon? That energy, because you all have it. You all have this ability to kind of cross correlate. If you look at your natal charts, I ask you guys to really, 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 really do me a favor. Look at your natal charts. See the cross correlation. And how are you guys doing? Yeah, looks like we have a handful of people in here. I appreciate you. I really do. But meeting that right person's not the easiest thing. It's connecting to the people that are in there, meeting those people who matter. That's why if you ever hear me notice, I'll talk. When I read you, I'm not just reading the card. I'm reading numerology when I read you. I'm reading the healing frequencies when I read you. If I see a 1 and a 7 and a 4, that's literally 174 hertz. So if you have a card that's an ace, you have like the 7 of swords, the 4 of cups, that's pain reduction, stress reduction. Yes? 7 of swords is sneaky. It could be self. It could be pain. I'm telling you, this stuff matters. Look at let's do this. 963 hertz, right? 963, 369, 963, right? Universal code. But even back, when you look at that, it connects to the divine, enhances the enlightenment. But if you're listening to it, it's encouraging that sense of you, alone, oneness. But what does 369 mean? Have you ever considered that? Because we're talking about that really deep, creative, expressive 3 energy comes in with that optimism. I can do this. Pair that up with loving yourself, loving others, get the gentle caringness of a 6, the connected energy to family, friends, partners. It's the planet of Venus. And then number 9, guess what it is? About completion. It's about building, connecting, being more responsible with that spiritual energy. Spiritual life matter. It's when you look at the 3, the 6, the 9, it's this number 9 is the spiritual life matter containing the 3 as a pure idea, the 6 as an organized material reality, and then number 9 is here it is. How did you get it? I made it happen. How? By my magic. It's the manifestation energy. You're very deeply responsible and you're supportive. That is manifesting. That's manifesting in manifestations in its purest form. So when I read you guys, I'm connecting those kind of energies. So let's say I pulled the Three of Swords, right? If it's a Three of Swords, it's a breakup. Upright, it's a breakup. There's heartbreak. There's no way around it. Not unless we're talking. And then if I pulled the Six after that in Swords, it's kind of like the situation's moving. It's fluid. You call it the water taxi, the water room. It's the one where the guy's in the boat with the swords. And then when you get to the 9, it's the 9 is a really powerful moment where you're blindfolded. The 9 of Swords is blindfolded. It has that, like, I can't see, but I can feel all the swords surrounding you, walking slowly through the mud, the muck. It's insecurity. It's regret. But put those three together, and what do you have? Divine code. It's telling you to expect breakups in your lifetime. They're inevitable. Yes, I agree. Is your situation, are you the same person you always were? Nope. You're always moving. You're fluid. The 6. And then the 9 brings back that moment of insecurity, regret. I have regret. Are you kidding me? We all have regret. Should I, could I, woulda? And that's part of living. Making the mistake and going, damn it, I went the wrong way. That's it. It's not a bad thing. Listen, when you make mistakes, embrace them. Embrace that moon energy. Yes. Sanjana, how are you? Chanley. Yeah, the animals matter. The animals make a big difference in my energy and what I see and how it operates. But I do hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you're having a really, really good time. But I'm going to be on here for probably about another 12 minutes or so, and then I'm going to bounce out. Just giving you guys a little bit of a chance to kind of connect with me. Wasn't even planning on coming live, to be very fair. I wasn't coming live till tomorrow. But I said, let me hop on. Maybe someone needs something. And I got a reading or two in here, so we're good. So I think that's awesome. I really appreciate the time. If I come back later tonight, I'll send a notification out. But I may test drive. If I'm going to do anything tonight, it's going to be Cosmic's Corner. That's what it will be. And you'll get to witness where I ask questions, and I'll ask you the questions. I mean, how would you like it if I asked you and we were sitting on live? And that sounds really attack. How would you like? No, it's more like, how would you like if I was with you and we're on live and you heard people answer, like Brenduska answer that wonderful path of kindness that sets her up as like a permanent resident in our souls. What if we ask the questions that are tougher, the bigger questions that are like, which talent have you forgotten? what's awakening you right now? How do you feel like genuine with your alignment versus like the temporary attraction? Like, ooh, they're cute, but the real alignment, the raw, like, I have to show you everything. I got to show you my books kind of energy. That's real. How do you honor that wisdom? How do you honor that connection, that ancient ancestor alignment that is brought into you? Do you claim it out loud? Are you afraid of it? Do you dream? What happens? How do you define intimacy? That's a good question. I would love to ask some of you guys. What is it? And I'm not talking physical. I'm talking beyond physical. How do you define that? The spiritual matters. Just think about someone who makes you feel. And I mean makes, like forces you, makes you feel good. When I say makes, I mean literally make it. Like, I don't want to feel, and they make you feel good. Hell yeah, you're going to feel good. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll be back for free readings tomorrow. It's donation only today. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being in here, but I will be back tomorrow. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, I'm working on basically content on the side here. Yeah, no sweat. But I'll be back, and I might be back on live later, but it's probably gonna be something a little different. But I will be back for the free readings tomorrow. So, but a $10 donation will get you the 3 cards if you're interested and you need it right now. I'm here. Other than that, I'm just gonna keep working on some content for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go take off because I really have to go mail package. I really should. But that is that's, I just have things that get going on here. I'm hoping you guys are doing well. I hope everything's hitting you straight across and saying, this is me. You're holding that truth. You're holding it powerfully. It matters. So what do we do? How do we converse? How do we make this happen? What do we do when we don't get what we want? How do you react? If you don't get what you want, what happens? How is your reaction? Like, oh, I wanted this and it didn't happen. What happens? How do you react to that? How do you translate that longing into purpose, into meaning, into motion, right? Patience is a virtue, but it really outshines those ticking clocks. When you're patient, you're like, I'll wait you. You can keep changing all the time. I don't even like using watches or clocks anymore because what it does is it sets me up to this manufactured timeline. Like, ask anyone who basically who works for themselves, right? They make the time. They set it up. They do their own thing. That's the spirit stretching beyond, saying, this is who we are. This is the lighter. This is the campfire. This is the energy. This is the moment of I understand. All right, guys, I'll be on for just a couple more minutes. I'm going to take off here. I got to take off in a little bit, but I do appreciate you. I might be back later tonight. I'm trying to work that out if I can get them together, see if we can come on, maybe do a little bit of a live Cosmic's Corner. I might pre-record it and just send it back out afterwards. But I will definitely be trying to hook up with people onto Discord. If you're interested in that, if you want to kind of be part of it, let me know. But I'll be on Discord later, definitely, and we're going to see if I can capture that magic in a bottle. See that lightning we would just want to drink from and become the superhero, right? I'll leave you with this as we're heading out here, and I'm heading back. And I'll be back for readings tomorrow. So if you are working and creating and building, gather the courage, gather that feeling that you need, because your energy is important. The way I look at it like this, most of us get into that place of it's cold, it's hard, it's alone, like snow, right? If you ever been in snow in New England, what happens when the sun comes out and it starts to hit that cold, that frozen soul that you're kind of stuck? Once someone can say, I see you, I recognize you, I recognize what you are. You're not a potential soulmate, you are a soulmate. That's what it happens. Soulmates come in all types of forms, right? And that's how I look at it. I want you to see and be heard in all dimensions, not just the 3D. Beyond sight, beyond sound, let you know you are enough. You have done this. You have created. Celebrate your victories. Enjoy those. Because when it comes out, that infinity, the time, the source will open itself up and say, you have bent time. You have taught people who couldn't love to love again. That energy you bring out, that's you. That's the real you. That's the true you. So, with that, I'm gonna head off. I gotta take off here. I'm gonna be back maybe later tonight, so set that notification bell to all. But we'll see what happens. I'll definitely be back for donation only on Saturday. Like I said, I was just hopping on here, getting some work done. Figured see what happens and give you a chance to get reading. Got Tiger got a good reading here. We're good. She kind of needed it, so I think I know why I was on. But let's live fully. Let's live aligned. Let's connect to that timeline that matters most. I do appreciate everything you guys are putting out there. It matters to me. It really does. All right, guys. I'll see you real soon. If not, I'll see you tomorrow on the next live. Let me know what you guys need. I'm at cosmicboogeyman.com. I'm at Discord. I'm at all the socials. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. I appreciate you ever so much. All right, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.